Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambilight Rejection Screen Paint using Ambilight Rejection Technology Game. I like to do some of my streams where I'm showing off the ship out date. Me getting packages ready, getting them out the door for my customers. And I decided to put on the kitchen projection screen because usually I don't have the screen on in here. I have it off, or the Chromecast is somewhere in the house somewhere. But this time I decided to turn on the kitchen screen. Actually, that's connected to my Optima GT 5600 projector. This is a screen that I built out of cardboard and everyday counter contact paper. Get the contact paper to blend in with my countertop in my kitchen, because usually in the morning when I'm doing ship out day, I like to watch something, and usually it's on my phone, so I decided to put a screen in the kitchen. Okay, so driver's going to be here a lot earlier than I thought. She just told me she's going to be here in 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes. Get orders done, get them out the door. She's going to make 2 drops on this one because these right here, I don't have boxes for these, but she can go to the post office, pick up the boxes, and come back and give them to me so I can get these ready out the door because my boxes are late for my gallon containers, but they're going out today. Pay a little extra for doing the 2 trips. So you guys can check out the fish. And mind you, the screen is completely made out of cardboard. And that everyday counter contact paper that you use for lining your cupboards with, that's what it's made out of. So usually when you paint cardboard, it warps. It warps. You get the wrinkles and bubbles and all that stuff. And the surface, and the way you get around that is you just basically coat your screen over with contact paper. She's cool. You can build all kinds of different forms of screens using it. Alright, these are, let me see, we got 2 quarts of black right here. 2 quarts of black. Okie dokie. Make sure these tops are nice and tight. I think we got 2 quarts. 1 quart. That's all we have is that. Alright, so I'm going to contact her. Let me know the day. On her next day, she has her day off, when she's going to do another drop-off for me. It most likely probably be Saturday. Wait. I get my days mixed up. See, I'm now here. I'm again not figuring out exactly what day it is. Is it Saturday? Is it Friday? I'll figure it out. No. It has to be Friday because the shipping dates are set on the 3rd. No, the 3rd is Saturday, so the day is Friday. Yeah, it happens. We all do it from time to time. So she may have another ship out date on. Oh, she did a ship out date on maybe Sunday. Yeah, that'd be good. Back to back would be pretty cool. Okay, cool. I gotta ask this person to see what she has before I make that decision. Now, as I said before in the last video, there's some changes that actually have been applied to the website already. The spray-on version of the front and rear has been removed. Well, actually, it's out of stock. The only one we're going to have now on the site will be the roll-on version of it. Doesn't have the rear technology in it at all, but as you can see by the demonstrations, this technology was able to go out there and produce a screen out there at 1,000 lumens, as I said before, around 6 o'clock in the evening. So that is quite remarkable. So this screen is pretty good. But the reason why it's removed because there's an element in that particular coating that we developed that basically will be embedded in the new technology we're working on for rear projection screen only. This is for storefront advertisement for glass and stuff like that. Most of the companies are going to be interested in this stuff. Do it this way. Wrong way. So there's one already done. 2 quarts for a container for a customer. All right, so yeah, so that's comes to work. So you'll be seeing a lot of demonstrations. We'll be doing videos in the sun, and that's what I'm kind of was hoping today we would get some sunlight because that technology has to be tested in sunlight. kind of interesting now that I'm actually talking about testing screens in sunlight. We now have that technology to do that now. Before I would say that's crazy. Like no one would have the ability to put a screen in sunlight. That's not going to work. It's virtually impossible. It's not impossible. Just didn't figure it out at the time how to do it. And God didn't give me the knowledge yet how to do it. But eventually, it came. All right, so that is there. LED lights, so many LED lights. Just how many LED lights I have added to my house, literally. All these LED lights I bought for the house. And I still have more coming in for the house. All right, let me see. Customer has 2 quarts. 2 quarts. Now, for companies that want to order large gallons of any of our products, please keep in mind that if you got a deadline, you got to give us a couple of days in advance. That's just bringing it up because we get those from time to time. Somebody orders paint and then they want to yell at us because it's not here fast enough because they have a deadline. No, you have to give us, if you have a deadline, I would suggest you order in a couple of days in advance. Makes it a lot easier. We're going to do that demonstration day 2 on that screen, that really trashy screen I did today. Just secure. Nice. There we go. There's 2 quarts of black. So this is more convenient because now I can sit here and watch my homestead shows and, you know, stuff I like to watch. Keep me occupied while I'm in this section right here. Or just don't feel like firing up the other projectors through the house. I just sit there and have eat at the table and watch something off of here. Done. Package up. What do we have left? Let me see. We have 1 quart. 1 quart of black. It's on tight. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. So usually when I'm downstairs, if I can find one, I got one up here now. Where's the power drill at? Let me show you something real quick. Usually when I'm downstairs and I have to stir the paint by hand, right? Started getting some pains in my hands, so I'm going to show you how we're going to make a paint mixer with a drill. I saw this on a show. They were showing different hacks on how to do things a lot faster. I think I have a smaller drill in here somewhere. Pretty sure I do. A smaller one. My work area under my is a mess. It's not here, and I'm pretty much going to have to check over here. Pretty sure I've got one laid over in the house somewhere. Trash bags I could have been using. That would have came in handy. I definitely got to take the time to organize this. It's a bit of a mess down there. That's got to be organized. Well, found the charger. Well, I guess I'll buy another one. Knowing me, And I've done some crazy stuff. I probably left it somewhere outside or in the front. I did a lot when it comes to drills, but I just use my big one for right now. That's what I use. A small one would have been nice. It's a good size. I think I'll find some, if I got a pair laying around the house. I got plenty of time because she lives a good distance from me. And she lives a good distance from me, so I don't have to worry about her basically getting here too soon. So I forgot about this trick. And it makes it a lot easier, you know, when you're get a pair of scissors, right? All right. Where's my phone at that plays my videos? Just had that a few minutes ago. Hold on for a minute. Okay, there it is, right over there. We out of the shot on the camera. Oh, I need to be over here. All right, let's start that video again. So, put your scissors in here. I don't know why I forgot about this little trick. I saw this on a channel on basically on, I think it's How to Know or whatever. And it's a fantastic way on basically making your own paint mixer or anything you want to basically mix in the house. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do cake batter with this, but like I said, pretty cool idea. But I got another drill in the house that's lighter than this. I just had to find it. But this is a great way to mix paint, is to just basically put a pair of scissors on the end of this and just, and it works fantastic. What do I think of what? What do you think of the Sixers hiring? This is not about basketball, man. This is not. We're not talking about basketball. We're talking about screen paint. I don't know where in the world you would get basketball from in the topic. I'm not going to question that. Talk about that at all. Period. If you want to talk about basketball, I'm pretty sure there's different forum sites on Facebook, stuff like that that you can go to, and you can talk to them about that. But other than that, we're not talking about that. It's not the topic here. But anyway, that's a good way. Like I said, if you want to mix something, or maybe if you're doing on a job or something, and you don't have a paint mixer, or just don't want to spend the money for a paint mixer, that's a fantastic way. I've used them. I used it before. I mean, just make sure that you have a bucket of hot water next to you or cold warm water. So when you get done, you can drop the scissors in there, clean them down, redo it again. You know. Keep in mind, people, channel is set for adults only. So when you come in here, please be, be mature, okay? All right? Because keep in mind, your comments are read by everybody. So it reflects on what people think you are, what you are. Not what you are, but your intelligent level. Let's put it that way. All right? Because I post this video on our Facebook Live, Twitter, everything. So, you know. Some people find the comments a little bit humorous, and they will go on and read them. I do it all the time. How many people go into YouTube videos and read people's comments and stuff? Hilarious. All right, this is it from done. This is the black. This customer right here. An interesting theory. See, look at that. That's a crow boy. Already early in the morning, that's a crow boy. Already early in the morning. Look at this. Dork. Early in the morning. Bob Doorman? Are you doorman? Are you a doorman? It's just short for doorman. I don't know what it is, but goodbye. Early in the morning. That is sad. When you get up at around, we're up at around 8:43 in the morning. That is sad. That's where your mind, that's how your mind works in the morning. You have nothing better to do but to do dumb stuff early in the morning. All right, this one's done. I'm put a label on this one. They're usually crow boys. They come in from time to time. it upsets them. It bothers them to see me working or processing orders or customers taking orders from me because they feel that demonstrations that people do against us, they think it harms us or we're going to lose money or no one's going to order from us. Come on, look at the technology. You're watching a screen that's being displayed off cardboard. Cardboard. And now we got technology that can take a direct hit from sunlight. Ooh, that's going to be a nail in the coffin for a lot of people because it has not been done yet. And we have the technology now to do it. All I needed for that screen yesterday was to pull that image up on that 1,000 lumen projector so I can get an idea of where we need to begin when we start the process. So we have to reconstruct that entire element all over again and actually start it from what I just saw. I can't tell you exactly what I saw and how I saw it, but I knew there was a platform. I knew there was something there that I figured out on what needed to be changed and that formula that caused that screen to react. A lot of people don't understand that when I develop this stuff, I can see it reacting. I can see whatever I put into it, how it reacts to the projector, how it reacts to the environment. And that, when I look at it, I'm staring at it, just give me an idea exactly what needs to be changed to heighten those particular areas that'll make the screen better. So that technology we developed for front and rear, there's an element in there. Now, I'm not saying if anybody gets and say, well, I can do the exact same thing. Not really, to tell you the truth. It has to be changed. And there's a lot of it, something there. There's a lot of things in there that have to be configured and changed for that technology. But I've got an ingredient in my head already. Thank you, Lord. And we're going to start making it. Running those tests. And those tests have to be performed outside in the sun. Because the main people that are going to be buying this from us are people who are going to be storefront advertisements for trucks. Now I've done a few projects with and right now I'm in the process of the project with another fellow on the same thing. And instead of putting them huge LCDs on the side of trucks, what they do is they cut the truck and they put plexiglass in there. They coat it with our technology and they put ultra short throw projectors that are mounted to the top of the truck, and that projects the image onto the glass and that allows you to see it on the outside. But keep in mind, inside those trucks is dark. We're inside my kitchen where there's a lot more light than inside of a truck. And that projector is at 4,000 lumens, not 3,600 lumens, which usually they use the highest form of lumens on a projector. And that projector is traveling at 4 to 5 feet, punching through glass and still maintaining to hit the screen on the opposite side. And then while that's being hit with direct sunlight and the ambient light outside, it's still maintaining an image at 1,000 lumens. Now that speaks huge volumes right there on the first test. The screen is not even getting the chance. Those are the first tests is figuring out what we need to do. Those are the what do you call it, diagnostic tests. That's not the actual test of the actual product. We're not done yet. So what you're seeing is basically me just configuring exactly what needs to be changed in that formula in order to get it to the point where we need it to be at, where we can hit it and it basically will produce that image with direct contact. The contact from the sun that hit was from the side. So we got a side hit that hit the side of the house, and the screen didn't fade, didn't wash out. So now we need a direct hit from sunlight from the front to see what happens. And if we're able to do this, then keep in mind, people have storefront advertisements. You could basically paint this on your glass, which I would not advise you to do because I think there's a better way of doing it. They make this form of, well, here it is right here. This is smoke. That's smoke technology right here. They make a very thin plexiglass that you can roll like a credit card, and you can coat it on there, which I tell you that's the best way to do it. And I got this stuff called invisible Velcro, which is basically like kind of a transparent Velcro that will allow you to stick your advertisement right onto your glass, like stick your advertisement there, hit it with a projector, and you can advertise right there. When you get done, you take it off, you roll it up, and you put it back in your storage unit. Or you can change your advertisement anywhere you want. You can put it from window to window to window. You know, pretty cool. You know, so it's a great way. Like if you have I had a friend, a guy who had a car dealership. What they were doing was the first coating we made wasn't like this. The first coating had to be, could be sprayed on glass. You can spray it on glass if you want, but I said this is a better way to do it. But there was a fellow that was actually spraying the inside of the windows, inside of the BMWs and his car dealership, and they were putting projectors in there and they were advertising off the glass, showing the commercials and everything. You're showing a commercial of the car that you're advertising. Is that mind-blowing or what? Or you can put a video in there about the specifications of the vehicle and all this stuff, you know, all that cool stuff in there. The customers can come in and just look at the windshield and just see the specifications and the vehicle and the driver's performance and safety and all that can be right there to watch. Or go to a restaurant and sit outside and you can watch the entire menu displayed right there on the screen. You can watch the food, you can watch how the chefs prepare the food and everything right there. Have a gym. You can do all kinds of, what do you call it? What's the word for it? You can do workout tutorials right there. There's different ways. There's some ways you can do it, you know what I mean? But, you know. And they have to do it safely. It has to be done safely. Yes, it has to be done safely. Everything these people are trying to slowly open up, everything has to be done safely. All right, what do we have here? See, 1 quart. That's good. This is 1 quart right here. Here comes the sun. The sun. Okay, and maybe for this. Yeah, 1 label on this. It'll get two labels. Oh, actually get 3 now. All right, cool. Done. Okay, just go back and get those boxes for me because my boxes are late and they're not here yet. Two. Ooh, that's beautiful. I go through a lot of freaking packing tape. I gotta buy packing tape again. There's a lot of packing tape. Oh. Somebody was asking the question about how come we don't do the sound bars anymore. We don't even ship out wallpaper screens anymore. At COVID-19, we can't just ship. I can't do that anymore. It can't be done anymore. You know what I mean? When we had to ship out wallpaper screens, I had to get in the vehicle and I had to go down to FedEx to actually drop those screens off. And they had to fill all those forms to do it. So can't do that anymore. I don't leave my house. You know? I stay put. So we don't do that. I had to basically break down my my company and figure out what I can ship out to make it convenient. So I can actually convenient for me. So I can run my company without getting sick. People got to understand. What people don't understand is, I understand all people, but if you get up in the morning, your breathing's good, you're fine, and you know, hunky-dory and all that other good stuff, it doesn't bother. It doesn't. Some people they don't fear it that much. You all right? But imagine from the door you have breathing issues. Imagine from the door you get up from time to time. You have to be careful about what you do, what you eat, what kind of elements of weather you're in will trigger off an effect where you can't breathe. So then they tell you that the very virus itself, it attacks the lungs. So you think about that. You know, people who basically have any form of respiratory issues like that, it throws them through a freaking tornado of freaking anxiety that you would never even understand. So the first couple of months or first couple of days freaked me out. I mean, literally freaked me out because so new about learning about this stuff, and I don't know how my body's going to react, and my brain was in a whole nother world, man, a whole nother world. I went to the supermarket twice before I figured out new ways on how to do things and survive where I never had to leave the house. So you have to figure out ways like, okay, I got to get my stuff shipped in. I got to get deodorant and got to get soap and detergent. And I have to be to pay bills and I have to pay rent. You know what I mean? I pay my landlords through PayPal and other means of transfer, money transfers and back like that. And my bills and stuff, all that stuff's paid online. But at one point in my life, I just go out and do whatever I want to do. I go pick this up, go pick that up, go here, go there, so and so and so. Not anymore. Nope. So I have to look at everything differently. When people come to the door, they have to stand at a certain point. They drop their packages off there. I say thank you so much, and they leave from there. Everything that comes in and out of this house is washed down with bleach. I got a container of bleach in the front, a container of bleach in the back. Everything's washed down. And even after I touch the boxes, you watch me on doing unboxings, I'm constantly washing my hands, constantly, which I go through a lot of soap. Constantly washing my hands because for me, it's not like if I get sick and I got a good chance of surviving it, I get sick, there's a good chance I'm definitely going to go down because my lungs are already damaged from the door. So, you know, I feel if you've been with it for what I've been through for mold poisoning, if you've been with it for a long time, I've had it for about a year or so, you can feel it. I feel like pains in my chest, like not even like a pain, like kind of like if someone's stabbing you in your chest with a screwdriver. Kind of feels like that. And what it is, you can feel like little pains in different areas, and I know from there that's infection building up in my chest. So I go take a couple of the prednisones, and pretty much it makes you a little drowsy, a little out of it. So after a while, you get kind of used to the little effects and stuff, but it does clear up. And then I have to go through everybody has their little way of dealing with not being able to breathe from time to time. Is sometimes most of it's in your head. Majority, sometimes it's in your head. So I have the relaxation videos. I watch the fish, see me watching the fish and the relaxation videos and that AMSR, whatever. I watch a lot of those. They relax me. And by then my brain slows down and everything shuts down and I fall asleep and wake up and it didn't exist, didn't happen. I don't want to become dependent on constantly using an inhaler every time I feel like I can't breathe. So I have to find ways of basically getting around that. I don't want to depend on that. So I have to find a way. But there are days where my chest will lock up and I can't breathe and I have to use the inhaler. So there are days where I know I have to use it. But there are little things I do in the morning where I don't have to go near the medication. I don't want to take the medication every day. I don't want to depend on something to have it in my system because keep in mind, anything you take like that, eventually in the long term will have an effect somewhere in your body. So the Robitussin sometimes in the morning or Mucinex in the morning, if I'm saying it incorrect, and a lot of tea. I love hot tea, and hot tea, pretty much most is just mucus build up in my chest that causes my chest to lock up. So I have to figure out what I can eat and what I can't eat. Can't have any kind of cheeses of any kind. No powdered cheese, nothing. It causes my chest to lock up. No milk. I was a huge cereal fan. 15 boxes of cereal sitting on top of my fridge. Done. No more. Haven't had a bowl of Lucky Charms, and you know how much I talk about how much I love Lucky Charms? I haven't had Lucky Charms in so long, but can't have it. I just eat this cereal dry, and I want it so bad. But, like I said, certain things you have to change and do things, but when this thing came in, whole entire life had to be changed. Everything had to be changed on how I do things. So, I've gotten used to it now. I've gotten used to being this person who wipes down every single thing in my house, every light socket, anything I touch, remote control, cell phones, anything in the house that I touch all the time is constantly wiped down all the time. The house is much cleaner than it's ever been, but but you got to consider the fact that, people have respiratory issues like that. They're walking out the door at 50%, sometimes at 30%, sometimes at 20%. So their risk is much, much higher than everybody else. Yep. When I went to the supermarket, I think I went to the supermarket twice. Twice in March the 11th, I went to the supermarket twice. And my freaking anxieties were through the freaking roof. I was like heart doom, 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 racing at 100 miles an hour. Because it kind of felt like when I was in the supermarket, it felt like I was playing, you ever play Minesweeper, the game? You know what I mean? Like, it's like a maze, all these things, bombs are moving around you. Kind of felt like that. Because at any given time, I could have walked in an aisle where someone could have previously sneezed or coughed or whatever, and they're talking about droplets can maintain in the air for hours, and you can breathe that in, boom. That's it. But didn't happen because I'm still here. But bottom line, it put me through a whole array of anxiety nightmares. Because when I came out of the supermarket, everything was fine. There was nothing wrong with me. I had a mask on and all. I was wearing gloves. Everything was fine. But in my head, it's telling me something completely different. And my body reacted to it. And when I got home, I went through a freaking anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe. I was having chest pains. The whole 9 yards, everything. None of that was real. It was actually all in my head. So you can have psychological damage too. quite frankly, to tell you the truth, we have entered the mind of a germophobic. That's what we have. So what germophobics go through pretty much just about every day. I have a friend of mine, she's a germophobic, like a real serious germophobic, and I can never understand what when at the time was healthy, you know, lungs were breathing good, you know what I mean? I was training in martial arts, was doing all kinds of, you know, lifting weights and all that good stuff, and I couldn't understand what she was talking about, how she went to a fit because she couldn't grab the handle on the freaking bathroom door and open it up. And I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, I mean, they just grab it, open it up, just grab it, open it. I said, no, you don't understand. Like, for me, I just see microscopic germs like all over it. And they got to constantly wash their hands all the time. And that's what we have become in the mind of a germophobic. Because now, when I touch a door, actually not touch a door because I haven't touched anybody's door for a while. The guy comes down to drop off my deliveries and I had to sign for it. Man, for me to touch that pen freaks me out, man. Because I go to touch that pen, I'm writing, and I could feel it. I could feel it in my fingers. Like my hand has to be washed. I can feel it. And I start writing, I give it back to him. I smile on his face and everything good. And he goes about his business. He's got a mask on and everything. And the minute I get in the house, it's constantly washing my hands. So now I can understand what she was going through. And that's crazy. You know? I was thinking about some of the dumb stuff I did when I was a kid. I don't know how my mother did not get charged with any form of child abuse. My mother was an abusive mother. She wasn't. She was a very good mother, very good Christian woman. But her kids, on the other hand, were idiots. We were literally idiots. And some of the dumb stuff we done, if it was this day and time, they would have accused her of child abuse because I broke my arm, like literally broke my arm, jumping off a roof with an umbrella, the Mary Poppins incident. Yep, I did it. When I was a kid growing up, Disney used to come on every Sunday. No pay for this, no pay for free. Now you got to pay for Disney. But when I was coming up, Disney came on Sunday around 8 o'clock, and they would show movies like Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer and stuff like that. And one of the ones they showed special preview was Mary Poppins. Me and my family are all sitting there watching it. And it's amazing because I think about it now. This is when family used to all sit around together at the TV, no cell phones, no nothing, and we just all enjoy each other's company. We talk and just watch this TV. It's not like that anymore now. You know, I grew up with everybody sitting at the dinner table. No TVs or nothing, no cell phones, just all sitting at the table, just always just talking to each other. But I saw this video, Mary Poppins, the movie Mary Poppins, automatically in my head, it got to thinking that I could jump off the second floor roof and land gracefully in the street, because if she can do it, I can do it. So I decided to gather up my neighborhood friends, Flavio and Dare. Flavio was Italian. And I decided to basically have a little bet that I couldn't jump off this roof and land gracefully in the street. Well, it didn't work because not only did the umbrella implode and collapse in, but I plummeted down and struck the ground. A pile of dust shot up in the air like a mushroom cloud, and I'm sitting there with my arm behind my back, and I broke my arm. So imagine taking your kids to the doctor and say, yeah, he jumped off the roof with an umbrella thinking he was Mary Poppins. Yeah. Some dumb stuff we do. Do 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 do. I think I'm gonna build myself a small micro form factor computer. I've never built one of those. The little computers in the little cubes. I never built one of those. I've always wanted to build one. I'm gonna build one. Next week, I'm gonna submerge it in vegetable oil. Always submerge. Every piece I build, I submerge it in vegetable oil. Let's submerge it in some really cool some vegetable oil, and I'm gonna put in a nice little micro liquid cooling system. I do some research and see where parts are costing now. Somebody told me i9. No, I had an i7, That's the last time I built a computer I had was an i7. But an i9 is $2,000? That's got to be mistypo. That's crazy. $2,000 for a CPU? All right, well, we have gotten these orders taken care of. I think I got 3 more orders left in my account, and those are going to be taken care of. I just have to order, and the rest of the containers coming in for those. Containers are coming in for those, and I have once those containers come in, I got to print out the labels. I need more labels. I haven't printed out enough labels for that particular one. Let's get the gallon one. Gallon's knocked out next too. Get my bubble wrap. Gallons. These done. The top's on nice and tight. We got these. Here. Got how many addresses here. Watch me wrap container on how I wrap my containers. So a lot of tape involved though. So I basically lay it flat and start from here from the base. Bring it around like a little funnel, a little hat. That ensures the sides are nice and sealed. But it's not done yet. No, it's not done yet. Then, on the top, and tight. Corners. Well, if you wonder why it's so hard to get in these bad boys, because when someone tells me that these tops pop open and if their product leaks out, I know it's not true because these things are taped up. Starts from here, goes all the way around, stop at the top, press it down, make sure it's sealed all the way around. Then we run a tape line across here, across here, across here, and across here. Then it's retaped all the way in the center. Gotta make it high. Here. Should have scissors for that, but I forgot my scissors are someplace else. My scissors. My scissors are on the drill. There you go. And some more package. I'll put that over here. Now you can hear, when you hear me back there, hearing that and the tape and all, you can see exactly what I'm doing. Gives you a visual idea. Make a little hat. You want to see it again? Make a little hat. Make a little hat. Make a little hat. Pull it all the way up. Starts at the base here. Make a hat. That is my driver. Hold on for a minute. Person's going to pick up my packages for me. I think she's out front. In about a minute. Hey! What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Have to take it high. Yeah. Do, do, do. Hold on, people. Gotta wash my hands real quick. Let's see what time we got here. All right. It's all done. Get the rest of this package taped up. Well, I can tell it I'm gonna take these now. So, boom, there's a package all ready to go. Just to let you know, so that's confirmation that all my packages are packed up. This comes in handy too when I have to show proof that I actually had somebody come in one time and say, oh, but he does some of the YouTube videos and he doesn't have time to package off his packages. Man, I sent the video right on the freaking PayPal. Here you go. Time, date, and everything. Yep. All right, so my driver's out front. You can watch the stream. I'm gonna load these packages up in the truck. And then we'll get the rest of them out of there, and then we'll be doing the same thing again. Everything, I'm gonna start doing a little packaging back and forth. Oh, shoot. Leaving out the door, I need a mask. And I should be more careful about that. All right, here we go. Got my mask right here. I got this mask that lights up. It has a digital display that comes across. I ordered one. This guy was showcasing. I'm a little pricey, but it's cool. So if you smile, it's a digital smile that comes up. And if you frown, I definitely want one of those. Which projector would I recommend? Woo, man, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, basically, I love Chrissy's. Everybody knows I love Chrissy projectors. But you can't get a Chrissy. Well, let's see. Next after that would be Sony, ViewSonic, then Optima. But it depends on what you want. Some people want ultra short throw, some people want long throw. I mean, it's up to what you want. Depends on your environment. All the projectors are going to work on the technology. Just can't use knockoffs. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys, an apology. Good morning. I'm sorry. I started the day off rambling and going on and everything. I do apologize. Oh, you live in a small apartment. Okay. You want to go with ultra short throw. So, the projector I'm showing right here is an ultra short throw. I like it's an Ultima GT 5600. It's not expensive. You're gonna spend $3,000 or $4,000 for one. And most you're gonna pay for one because they've been out for a while. You can get them on Amazon for around $900. It's a good projector. I love it. That's why I have it here in my kitchen because I don't want anything too big in the kitchen. Something nice in here I can watch. It's about a 50-inch or 60-inch screen in here. So if you want to go with that, I would go with an ultra short throw. If you do a short throw projector, you're still going to have to be back around 5 feet or so. Because right now I have an ultra short throw upstairs. And no, I'm sorry, a short throw upstairs NEC. And I'm probably about a good maybe 3 feet from the screen to get 100 inches. But with this one right here, you can do 100 inches at probably about a foot or more away from the screen, not far away. But I would go with this Ultima GT56. These are fantastic. They have 2 HDMIs on the back of it, and it does come with some kind of Bluetooth device on the back of it. But I just plug it in. I've never activated it. But yeah, that'd be a good projector to go with right there. Ultima GT56, or you can try the Ultima GT55. That's another one. It's a full 1080p projector, 3600 lumens, 20,000 to 1 contrast. Oh, no problem, no problem. I just need to know what kind of environment you're working with. Because some people, you know, they may, it's like here, right here in my theater room, right? Okay, so my projectors in here have to be short throw or ultra short throw because there is no room between here and here to have a long throw. My screen is 135 inches. So that's a short throw projector right there. That's probably about good maybe from the theater room. We're probably 8 feet or so in the theater room, 8 feet and a half. So that gives me about 135 inch from that distance to here. But yeah, I have to use short throw, ultra short throw in there. I'm gonna get the rest of these packages out. tell you. Sometimes, I swear, Amazon, I love them to death, I really do, but when they drop packages off, they drop them off sometimes like either early in the morning or super late at night. And Maya, I told you I have raccoons, and raccoons can pick up objects and run with them. So I think this may be what I think it is. I'm gonna pop it open. I think my fire stick came here. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. No, this wouldn't be a fire stick right like this, would it? Oh no. Yes. My caution tape. This is the caution tape I ordered for the game cabinet I'm building upstairs. I'm making a bio theme out of it. And the tape came today. Now I can start finishing my borderline. Yeah. Alright, let me wash my hands off. Alright, so that's all done. Orders are out the door. So I guess we're going to do a paint-on demonstration with the Supreme Black today on the screen. The screen is pretty jacked up. I'll show you the screen we're going to do. What else we got in here? You can't leave food out there, man, because the raccoons will come out there and take it and run away with it. And the foxes. And the skunks. Alright. So I just have to wait for, she's going to come back and bring me down a couple of medium-sized flat rate boxes because I ordered them. They just haven't gotten here yet. And I need to get these 2 gallons out of here for this customer. Where's his shipping labels at anyway? Let's see. Okay. Shipping labels are over here. That's done. Oh, and we're doing the taping of his container. So I'm showing you how I tape the containers. So I start from here, from the bridge right here, and I bring it all the way up like a little hat and push down. So that container is sealed all the way around here and around here like a little sealed cap. Makes them virtually impossible to pop open. And you'd really have to set something heavy on top of the pop on these bad boys. On top of that, the tops are locking. And then we start from here. Because people hear me hitting the tape, I hit the tape grinding in the background. And they're always curious, okay, what are you doing over there? I'll show you. So once we get the top, all nice. I love this knife. This knife cuts so freaking smooth. Hands are wet from washing them. Oh, this is shot already. Duh. Corners. Some people might say it's a little too much tape, but better safe than sorry. That's what I always say. My knife screws on me, as I said before. There. That's how it sounds. So if you're wondering how much tape I go through, quite a lot. I buy tape in the bulks. So I go to Uline and I buy cases of tapes. I have plenty of it. I want to make sure that package is secure when it goes in that box. Package. These right here are waiting for the boxes because I ran out of boxes. She's going to go to the post office and pick up my boxes. As a matter of fact, I got to transfer money over to her right now. All right, I got to get out of here real quick. I got to use my phone to transfer some cash. Thank you all for your time to coming in and watching. We have if you're interested in getting what's it for? The black silver ambient light rejection screen paint. Here it is right here. As you can see, that's that odd, strange color to it. And people think that's the color. That is not the color. That's how it reacts to light. That's the interesting about it. This is the color. That's how it reacts to light. I'll put all that information at the bottom of the video. Is that Crystal Edge Technology screens, but I'm going to log out of here real quick, and I'm going to post all the information right away. And then while I'm posting that, I can just send this money over to help my friend out so she can get your packages all taken care of. I have to go. Thank you all for your time. Be safe out there. God bless.